Last year, trainer Dallas Stewart sent out the long shot Golden Soul to a second-place finish behind Orb in the Run for the Roses. This year, his focus is on the lightly raced Commanding Curve to get him one step closer to a Kentucky Derby victory. Hi, I'm Jill Byrne, racing analyst and broadcaster for the Kentucky Derby here at the Fairgrounds Racecourse in New Orleans, Louisiana. And it is here at his hometown racetrack that Dallas Stewart is preparing Commanding Curve for the Risen Star Stakes, a race with 85 points in the championship series on the road to the Kentucky Derby. A winner at Churchill Downs in November, Dallas is hoping Commanding Curve can learn some lessons from last year's Derby runner-up.
Coming off the layoff with Commanding Curve, I need a horse to work with him that can tighten him up, can really take it to him. I was like, he's right in the next stall. If anybody can do it, Golden Soul will be ready for him. And actually, the first time they worked together, he kind of hung it on Golden Soul a little bit. But they were just battling it out. He was just hanging right there with him. So similar in a lot of ways. So, we hopefully just a little bit better.
A native of New Orleans, it didn't take Dallas long to realize that being around racehorses was his dream job.
I grew up here, and they just had some horses. We lived about 10 minutes from here, and so it's just some horses in a little neighborhood, and we started riding them. And they had some race horses, so they were like, "Hey, do you guys know how to ride these race horses?" We're like, "No, we'll teach you. Free help if you help us clean the stall." So we started helping them, and I started out here when I was 15, exercising horses, and I was like, "This is easy. This is the easiest job in the world. Yeah. Gonna get paid to ride horses." I mean, I love the people I train for. I love the people that work for me. Obviously I love the competition and the goal of trying to win the Derby. I mean, I guess that's that's what we think about. That's what I think about all the time. So, but I love taking care of the horses. I still love to get in there and groom them. And I mean, I don't gallop them anymore, but I still love to mess around with them and make sure everything's done right and be hands-on. I love it. I mean, we basically eat and sleep with them pretty much. We're here 7 days a week and, try to get them to give a great performance and, get some smiling faces.
It was in 1988, while working for Hall of Fame trainer Dwayne Lucas, that Dallas would get his first trip to the Kentucky Derby with the filly winning colors.
It was 88 when she won it, so I was in California that winter. And I was kind of like a foreman assistant, still galloping horses. I wasn't galloping her, but I was there working with her a little bit. And she won the Santa Anita Oaks. We whipped her right back. She won the Santa Anita Derby. A really, really tough horse. I mean, I don't know that I've seen that in any other horse yet. And Jeff Lucas said, "Hey," he says, "you're going to have to get on her." It's like about 10 days before the Derby. I said, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, you're going to have to get on her." So I said, "All right, I'll give it a shot." I knew that she was a real special horse to know to do what she, do what she was going to do and what she did. And I mean, still thinking back about it, it still makes me like, wow. I mean, she was some kind of strong horse.
Dallas would need every ounce of the kind of strength and courage winning colors possessed when in August of 2005, Hurricane Katrina dealt a vicious blow to his home, New Orleans.
I mean, everybody was displaced like you couldn't believe. My brother lost his house, my sister-in-law, my sister, but a lot of them came up to live with us in Kentucky. Really uncertain because, hey, you didn't know if the city would come back. Just didn't know if we were going to be able to come back and race here. You're going to lose your home, our business is here. We got it back together, and Churchill said that they would come back and run. They were committed to come back, and so we put it back together and just went on with it. It's kind of like what racetrackers do. You just keep on driving. Whatever it is, whatever you got, you train. Whatever the circumstance, you just keep on rolling. So.
And roll on he did. Less than 9 months after the devastation and uncertainty left by Katrina, Dallas bounced back and shocked the racing world with a win by the long shot Lemons Forever in the Kentucky Oaks, the most prestigious race in the country for 3-year-old fillies. Just like its native son, the city of New Orleans recovered from the effects of Katrina and remains a popular destination for tourists. Also famous for its cuisine, Dallas's favorite New Orleans spot just happens to be conveniently located 2 blocks from the racetrack.
La Ouz's, this is our lunch place. Food's great here, open early, one of a kind, New Orleans special.
Fairgrounds Racecourse is only minutes away from New Orleans, and on a perfect afternoon for racing, the crowds come out to see if a Kentucky Derby contender or 2 will emerge from the Risen Star Stakes. It's a big test for Commanding Curve, a long shot, but his trainer has been in this role before.
You're not always going to be the favorite, so, I mean, a lot of times, you know, we just train them up, keep them healthy, get them over there and run them, and then just evaluate it from there. You know, the big races are set, so you have to train to them and take them over there and run them and see what happens.
And the romp in the Risen Star Stakes. Interchange bobbled at the start. There goes Albano right out toward the front for Kerwin Clark from the rail. On the far outside, Commanding Curve and Opportunity down the center of the track. Vickers in trouble third. Intense Holiday. Albano. Photo Intense Holiday.
Not the result Dallas was looking for, as Commanding Curve's 6th place finish gets him no points on the road to the Kentucky Derby. But resiliency has proved successful for him in the past, and Dallas will march on with Commanding Curve to the Louisiana Derby, March 29th at his home track, just as he did a year ago with Golden Soul, and hope to make it back to the first Saturday in May. If you would like to experience the road to the Kentucky Derby, these are the next 5 stops. Subscribe to the Kentucky Derby YouTube channel and look for the next episode on the road to the Kentucky Derby, presented by TwinSpires.com.